And then on shot creator, I know it's ugly, I put that on purpose. I'm a sharpshooter, take over slashing, take over second round.
Jerry Krause was not one of those GMs, and he wanted Pippen badly. In the 1987 NBA draft, Scottie was selected 5th overall by Seattle, but Krause then traded Chicago's 8th pick and multiple future picks to get Pippen, which proved to be one of the smartest decisions of his career, adapting to the NBA and the Pistons' roadblock. Until the arrival of Pippen and Horace Grant for the 1987-88 season, the Chicago Bulls were a one-dimensional team that depended heavily on one player.
This is my overall, blah blah. Stats, averages. Alright. Wait, I think I have a defense badge. No, it's playmaking.
Scottie had his first career start. He contributed with 24 points, 5 assists, 3 steals. The Bulls won the series.
Oh.
Second round, where they would lose to the Pistons in 5 games. Pippen had back surgery, missed the start of the '89 season. He came off the bench in the first 16 games upon his return. But once he entered the starting 5, he never subbed in again. Pippen finished the regular season with 14 points, 6 rebounds, and 3.5 assists on average. And the Bulls made it to the Eastern Conference Finals, where they once again lost to the Pistons.
Reverse an ice tray.
In 1990, Phil Jackson became the head coach. The Bulls won 55 games. He displayed an excellent all-around game.
Hey, how you doing, Coach?
Big news, big news. Rookie standout MP will be making his first appearance in the starting lineup tonight. Quicker than many NBA insiders.
I'm in the starting lineup. This is like my first game.
Let's go. All right, guys, I'll make this quick. Now, as we all know, this is
Jordan, who wasn't accustomed to not trusting his teammates.
Thanks, Coach.
Scottie, and didn't
Hey.
really believe in his headache.
Yeah, I know I'm not
That
doing
would
it.
all soon change. For the 1991 season, the Bulls fired on all
Light real dunk.
They were the best
Want to add even more flair to button held after completing a
Giannis.
stay on the rim.
Huge.
Move the left stick to control the momentum of your swing, and move the right stick up to pull yourself up on the rim. But hey, watch out for technical fouls if you hang too long. And be careful, your opponent might try to quickly inbound and get an easy basket if you don't get back on defense. Stop by 2KU for a tutorial on more than a dozen unique ways to score the ball. Using a variety of techniques will make you unpredictable and unstoppable.
ended in the famous Pistons walk-off without the congratulatory handshake.
And we've got some surprise teams here in the early season.
Some are surprisingly bad, and some are exceeding expectations.
Oh, I'm
There's still
actually
a long
starting.
season ahead, and
Whoa,
things can change
I'm the worst starting point guard
Now
ever.
Atlanta starting 5.
The second one got
Collins
very
plays the
good.
4 with Capella at the 5. The tandem on the perimeter, Murray and Hunter, and it's Young in at the 1 spot. Now here's Young.
Me and Trae Young on
Pocket 6.
defense are the same.
It's tipped. Young against MP. And there's the drive. Uses his last.
That's what happens when Trae Young guards.
Back when they may be their first-round pick. Most of the fans had their eyes set on Shep Owens.
I know it was a tough decision. As a GM, you don't want to alienate your fan base, but at the same time, you have to do what you think is best for the club in the long term.
Bro, how
So
was
it's
Trae
Atlanta
saying
now,
these picks?
Following the bucket by the Knicks. Outside Murray. Over Brunson. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Smithy, this Hawks team, they'll take what you give them on offense.
They are comfortable working in the mid-range. BA, they can attack at all 3 levels. No agenda.
Oh, I want him at
Flexible
green.
with their looks.
Yeah.
Murray against Brunson. Collins right side. Pass to Murray. Poke loose. Hunter on the wing. Over Barrett. Hunter can't get it to go.
Well, it's a major
Randall.
lead. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Here's MP. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
I named that for Joe.
It's going to be a long night.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, and in close games like this one, BA, you need toughness. Guys who will run to the fight and get after it.
Now here's Murray.
Let's go Red Sox. I'm a Mets fan, by the way.
Atlanta again.
But I like to say let's go Red Sox when I see the Yankees.
Sense a certain frustration building.
Oh, I was about to say, I'm like, the Dream Hakeem with that amazing, back down.
And everybody gets to eat.
Look, I'm faster than Ice K.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting.
Here's what I'm at. Here's what I'm good at.
I don't mind
Free
that.
throws.
They met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points. Yeah, ever since the Nets relocated to Brooklyn in 2012, the rivalry between the Nets and Knicks has intensified. Now, both teams trying to prove that New York belongs to them.
Bogdanovich has checked in for the Hawks.
That was nice, man.
Now here's Bogdanovich. Hunter on the wing, guarded by Barrett. Hunter passes to Murray. Chalk up 2 there. It'll be hard for the Nets to take New York City away from the Knicks. They've been there so long.
That's so true, BA. But the Nets have attracted more star players lately.
Ah.
Free agents choosing to go to the Nets instead of the Knicks. We'll see if this trend continues moving on.
The shot is
What?
good,
How do you make
and
that?
This game is back to even.
Beautiful footwork and agility. DeAndre does damage down low.
Here's MP. And that one hits the back iron. The Hawks have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Brunson against Bogdanovich. Pass to Collins. 2 points. That one goes. Collins has got his second basket on the night.
Not just a scorer, Bogdanovich shows excellent feel as a playmaker. That was a nice find.
And the Knicks.
Wait, I could simulate games, so I can get like 15 this game and simulate.
You can feel your hair start to stick. And an important part of every team's game.
Trae Young, still on Andy. He has a 90. He does not deserve a 99 mid-range. He does deserve that 3-point though, and his defense.
A look at the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Well, it's tough to score when you're getting stuffed on every attempt. Great
Trae
job
Young's not
getting
deserving
the hands
99
up
on
so
that.
far, making
Let's
life
go somewhere like
difficult
KD.
for shooters.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end.
Come on,
not
pop,
wasting
don't.
those extra chances at all.
That shot selection, that was the best shot selection I
RJ Barrett. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein, and it's Brunson in at the shooting guard.
That's what happens if you ISO
for
kids.
New York right now. And the
Don't look
fans
at that, no,
love
don't
seeing
look at that.
Incredible moments on defense like that block.
Showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent
Ooh,
shockwaves
this is
into
why
the
they call me
opposition
crossover
sails.
king.
Now here's MP. He has 6. And there's the whistle.
Illegal screen.
Is the call.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Atlanta's gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game.
Yo, I
let's
gotta
swing
watch
it
out
over to
for.
the sideline
Gotta
and hear
watch
from
out
Allen.
Trey with the
Thanks so
mid-range.
much, Brian. Well, the Knicks trying to find their way back to the playoffs. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, you can't look backwards and you can't look too far down the road. You just have to take a look at today.
Make
Talking
that.
what we have to do and focus on how we can be better. Back to you.
No shortcuts to greatnness, Allie. Thanks for that.
Oh,
Bogdanovich
he's
from
making that.
long range.
Bogdanovich, I thought that was
4
Trae.
shots to go in. Here's MP.
Yo, where's the foul?
With a rebound. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter.
Okay, now I got this big man.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points. And so it's Atlanta with a...
That's the end of the first half with the score. The Knicks 28.
What?
The Hawks 50.
Knicks scored 25? That's not possible. 25 in 2 quarters.
Ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be
We need double our points.
It probably has to happen quickly. Boy, Bogdan Bogdanovic really making a difference here.
He was their offensive catalyst in the first half, working hard to get the whole team involved.
We see it night in and night out. When you move the ball, keep your teammates involved, good things happen at the offensive end.
Here's who Nate McMillan is starting the second half with. The tandem on the perimeter, Murray and Hunter. Collins plays the 4 with
Like there's 2 point guards now?
And it's Young in at the 1. Collins. And that one's good. Collins has got 9.
Never want to shy away.
I do not deserve to be starting. This game's actually stupid. They think I should start.
This Hawks squad looking to get back to their winning ways. Had a stretch not long ago of 10 straight playoff appearances.
Smitty with the Hawks. Can they get back to consistently competing for a championship, you think?
BA sure seems they got the talent to do so. A combination of young talent and wily vets. They did it in 2021, but can they do it again?
Hunter passes to Young.
No.
Launches a 3. Kept alive. Capella finds Young.
Yeah. Yeah, what are you going to do now?
It's rebounded by New York.
He's got a nice feel for that crossover, but you still have to finish.
Looking to get it going.
Lob it up. Yeah, and one.
Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line.
Defensive foul, Clint Capella. Third personal foul. Second.
And for Julius Randle, back in 2014, a nightmare start to his career, Grant.
Oh, man, so sad. I mean, Julius breaking his leg just 14 minutes into his NBA debut. A serious injury that required him to miss his entire rookie season. But give Randle credit for coming back and carving out a great career.
Here's Collins. And too long on the shot.
And I'm sure this isn't how they drew it up at the half. Only 1 for 5 here in the third quarter.
Down low. Stolen by
How does
Young.
Trae Young, how did that not lob?
And he lobs it up top. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. MP with it. Picked up by Collins. Outside Barrett. Brunson up top. And he banks in the lane.
Well, I thought that was blocked.
Brunson's got 5 now.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
You know, sometimes we forget how young some of these guys are. Take R.J. Barrett, making his NBA debut at 19. Still a few years away from hitting his prime.
Yeah.
Rose is checked in for MP.
Where?
And the Hawks making it.
We gotta pick up your brother.
All right, brother.
Substitution on the court.
He recorded the track and for the
At the
series,
line.
led the team in most of the history of the Adams other than scored. In the finals, Chicago defeated Portland in 6 games. And a few months later,
Barrett,
won the
no good on that one.
Olympics.
I'll tell you what, they rebound
The Bulls
ball
entered
tremendously
1993
well.
concedes and won 10 games less than the year before.
10 feet
However,
away.
Jordan,
Good.
especially
The jump shot
Pippen,
falls.
raised their games for the
17
playoffs.
points in the game.
Bulls reached
What a
another
fearless
NBA
scorer
Finals.
Young is,
Scottie averaged
and he
a
does it
triple
in
double
many
with
different
11.
ways.
A deep 3 from MP. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. A big-time effort for Trae Young, providing a lot of energy for Atlanta. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be.
Perfectly doubling Barkley with Horace France, and then switching on everybody else. Barkley
And now
got
we
rid
have
of the
a moment
ball.
to reveal our
Defensively,
State Farm
he was in
assist for the
prime
game.
his career. And
This
series
is the
showed
definition
perfectly
of
how
team
instrumental
chemistry.
Pippen
I
was for
love
the
to see this kind of
Despite Jordan
communication and
averaging
connection
41
between
points in the
teammates,
finals.
leading to the
Pippen's
perfect
best
pass.
season.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on his heels.
After the death of his father.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today. As we get going in quarter number 4. At forward, it's Barrett and Randall. MP is out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Hartenstein in at the center position. That's the 5 for New York right now. Pocket 4. Here's Bogdanovich. And he hits it from 9 feet. And the Hawks lead by 14.
He has no answer defensively inside.
To play like he always did.
Here's MP. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. They'll pin that one with Collins. And they say to win big, sometimes you have to sacrifice. Tell us exactly what that means, though, in basketball terms.
What it means, BA, as a player, you might have to accept a more defined role. Most players grew up as the best player on their team. When you're on a contending team, sometimes you have to just star in your role.
And the Knicks making a change here. Brunson's checked in. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Clint Capella takes pride in defense. He knows what he's on the floor for. He will never back down from the challenge and doesn't take plays off.
And with Capella in his defense, he's a vocal leader on that end of the floor, Greg.
He will hold guys accountable in the locker room. Capella knows it takes 5 committed players to play great defense, and he wants everyone on his team to buy in. After a poor offensive first half,
putting the team on his shoulders, doing it all on both ends of the court.
Bro, this is such a low-scoring game.
Eastern semis against the Knicks. The game was tied
fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5
I missed the prime of us.
Knicks. He keeps control of the ball.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Coach did eventually get the ball.
Back to Young.
A beautiful turnaround jumper
Pass to Murray.
While everybody celebrated, Pippen was still soaking on the bench. He apologized to everybody when they got back to the
Young with the 3.
That's making
Three-pointer. Young's got 14 points now in the second half.
They're really employing a deep-range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch. Looking to rack up points and chunks.
Boy, viewership numbers are on the rise. NBA business is booming. I guess it's a good time to own a piece, eh, Graham?
Hey, BA, you said it best. The league is in great shape. We have great leadership, talent. It's an exciting time. I think the league has more growth.
Jordan wasn't as effective as years to come. And
Hunters checked in for DeJounte Murray.
Best rebounder and interior defender. Chicago lost to Orlando in the conference semis. Second three-peat.
A minute 53 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Jordan came fully prepared, and even more importantly,
back to Young.
The Bulls replaced Grace with Dennis Rodman.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
With their new big 3,
you know what, Trae Young almost embraces being the villain to other teams' fan bases. When he feeds off the fans heckling him on the road.
Hate Trae Young.
He's been the villain in the playoffs more than a few times.
Players who can embrace that are good for the NBA. Trae Young has fun being a thorn as a visiting player, and he always backs it up with his play.
Inside. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. It is good, and he'll go to the line.
Inside the finals record in Game 3.
Right there, Capella taking it and working through it all.
So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Sims, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Toppin comes in for Randall. Reddish is checked in for Barrett. And Fournier is subbed in for Brunson. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Silva's checked in for Collins. Griffin comes in for Hunter. Holiday's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Holiday subbed in for Trae Young.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Hawks.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
Just 2 tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet association.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with the win in the first game.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Trae Young.
Active hands tonight. He may have gambled a bit, but sometimes you have to take chances to make plays. And he did that tonight.
Knocked loose.
His year in Houston was failure. He often fought with Barkley.
From 9 feet out.
First round of the playoffs.
Fournier with the ball. Guarded down Holiday.
Fournier.
The pass to MP.
In the fourth quarter. quarter of Game 7 against the Lakers. Close but no cigar.
32 seconds left in the fourth quarter here.
Comeback, highlighted by Kobe's crossover on Pippen and the alley-oop to Shaq. For the next 3 seasons in Portland, Pippen was still
great D that time from Griffin.
In a reduced role.
Here's Atlanta with the ball.
Last season with the Bulls.
The biggest lead of the game was 24 points.
Players, but more to muster as many dollars from them as he could. It was a severance pay for those
against Holiday.
years in the 90s. Legacy. Along with Larry Bird, Scottie Pippen was the original point forward. He could pass like a point guard and score like a shooting guard.
And he drops it first.
Higher offense by himself. But unlike Bird, Scottie could impact the game without scoring
so he's able to get 1 of 2.
or dishing a single assist due to his brilliant defensive skills. His incredible lateral quickness and long arms allowed him to guard all 5 players.
So we see the Hawks taking the W here.
This
crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like you saw tonight.
Their transition game wouldn't be as deadly. If Scottie didn't play next to Michael, Jordan wouldn't be able to focus the majority of his energy on scoring because he knew that Pippen would hound the opponent's best player for 48 minutes. Pippen was the ultimate team player who could do everything on the court, and in my opinion, he's among the 5 or 6 best small forwards ever.
Want a game like a pro? Find gear your way with the Google app. Tap the lens icon to search what you see. So you can find it, get it, and get back to your game.
Tim Duncan is a Hall of Famer, owner of 5 NBA rings with the Spurs, and arguably the worst dresser the NBA has ever seen. But he nearly had a quadruple-double in a game. His response was, "That's cool." Duncan was the most quiet, unassuming, and yet one of the best players to ever play. We'll discuss, was he really that successful because of the Spurs, or were the Spurs that good because of him? From swimming to basketball, Tim Duncan was born in 1976 in the U.S. Virgin Islands. He was the youngest of 4 siblings and dreamed of becoming a professional swimmer like his older sister. Tim was extremely talented, and the grand plan was to compete at the freestyle events in the '92 Olympics in Barcelona. However, after a hurricane destroyed the only Olympic-sized pool on the island, Tim had to make other plans. Because of his fear of sharks, he didn't want to train in the ocean and decided to pick up basketball at the age of 14. Duncan was awkward and raw at first, but he was also a quick learner, and after a 10-inch growth spurt, he soon became the best player in the Virgin Islands. Duncan averaged 25 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 blocks per game as a senior, after which he accepted a scholarship offer to attend Wake Forest University. 4 years at Wake Forest, after a promise to his mother. Duncan wasn't even supposed to be playing in his freshman year at Wake Forest, but after a fellow big man, Mokhtar Ndiaye, violated NCAA rules and eventually transferred to Michigan, Duncan was appointed as a starting center. Offensively, Timmy was still a bit limited at the time, and he averaged just 9.6 points per game. But at the defensive end, he was arguably the best defender in the country already as a freshman, with 9.6 rebounds and 3.8 blocked shots per game. Because he was extremely disciplined, coachable, and curious about
we're on a massive winning streak.
And basketball knowledge like a sponge. As a sophomore, Timmy was already among the best players in college basketball. He could have easily been a top draft pick as a sophomore or a junior, but because of a promise to his late mother, Duncan decided to stay 4 years in college. Tim's mother passed away from breast cancer just 1 day before his 14th birthday. On her deathbed, he promised her he would finish college and get a degree. In his 4 years at Wake Forest, Duncan averaged 16.5 points, 12.3 rebounds, and an incredible 3.8 blocks per game. Timmy was a 2-time ACC Player of the Year and a 3-time All-American, and a winner of back-to-back ACC titles with Wake in 1995 and 1996.
Are we even going to make the playoffs?
Once since the 1960s. Tim led the Deacons to the NCAA tournament every season, and as a senior in 1997, he won All-National Player of the Year honors and had half the NBA dreaming of landing the first pick. The fate would have it that the Spurs won the draft lottery, and Duncan moved to San Antonio at the age of 21, which would also become his jersey number, now hanging from the rafters in the AT&T Center, dominating the league from the get-go. And 4 NBA titles. 4 years of college had paid their dividends when Timmy got to the NBA. He was no ordinary rookie, and Charles Barkley has said it best. I have seen the future, and he wears number 21. Duncan finished his first season with 21 and 12, 2.5 blocks. He was named an All-Star, Rookie of the Year, and made the All-NBA first team, which is a feat only he and Larry Bird accomplished in the last 50 years. The Spurs lost in the playoffs to the Jazz, who went to the finals, but they would come back with a vengeance. Bring enough flavor for everyone. New Modelo Chelada.
Yeah, well, this was bad.
The fighting spirit. Lockout shortened season. Duncan and the Spurs secured.
Let's see who wins the playoffs.
They steamrolled through the playoffs. They've only lost 1 game before the finals, where they beat the Knicks in 5 games. The Spurs won their first championship in franchise history, and Duncan deservedly won the finals MVP. Tracy McGrady is a 2-time NBA scoring champion, a 7-time All-Star, and a Hall of Famer who never won a playoff.
Congratulations. By finding this video, you have survived into the second round of the program. Please go to the space weather.
When browsing the FNAF tab on the game,
Alright.
there's always been one game that stood out to me a lot.
Pelicans sweep the Golden Warriors. Grizzlies move on to the second round from Dallas. Grizzlies sweep the late.
Shaping up to be one of the most well-produced fan games the community has ever seen.
Lakers. Okay, it's the Bulls. Memphis and Bulls win. Who's Finals MVP? MVP Luka with his average triple-double. Driftier, Cameron Murphy. 6-man Isaiah Jackson. DPOY, Giannis. MIP, Trey Jones. Coach of the Year, Damon Harris. All NBA first team, Ja, Luka, LeBron, Giannis. LaMelo on the second. Steph on the third. Simmons on the first. Lonzo, okay. Giannis, yeah. Kawhi, yeah. AD, yeah. Okay. Okay. All rookie second team, Chet. Oh! Wait, I saw Chet's here. Okay, me, I'm in the second team. I'm always there. Finals MVP is DeMar. NBA champs, Bulls. I want to switch teams.
Find your favorite YouTubers, check out their monsters and awesome skills they chose for them, and put them to the test. Download the game now using my link in the description or the QR code, and you'll get a special free starter pack of 50,000 food, 300,000 gold, 10 gems, and the epic monster Aori. Thank you so much, Monster Legends, for sponsoring. Now let's get back to the video.
I'll go to the Nuggies.
Back in 2016 and was developed by Ivy. I'm gonna start by talking about the gameplay.
Kind of from a 4-year.
Now, in terms of gameplay, this game does not go a whole lot. It relies heavily on features.
Yes.
Jolly 1, you are a night guard who are tasked with surviving until 6 a.m. while fighting off Jolly and the rest of the army. You're placed in an office that is on a lower floor where the animatronics are located. You have a window in front of you with a light and a door to your right. You are also equipped with a camera that is
Yeah, I'm a Nugget player.
not only the vents leading to your office, but also the entire second floor of the restaurant where all the animatronics.
I'm now on Nuggets.
We are also able to close the vent on the left to prevent these two animatronics who go by the names of Maxie and George from entering the vent. And we're also
I'm 61 overall. Let's go.
take power from this generator and put it in our own solar power. There's also a brand new gameplay feature that this game invents, which is the wire mechanic. And while it is a new mechanic, it does take a lot of cues from how the music box works.
Let me go to rookie quarterback.
Basically, there are 4 wires connected to the puppet, and randomly throughout the night, the wires will
Money.
You'll need to go to the camera they are on and click on them to repair them. It takes a few seconds to repair it, and that usually gives the animatronics a chance to make a move. For example, during my runs, it would sometimes give Jolly enough time to make it down the elevator and onto the floor with my arm. Speaking of the elevator mechanic essentially works like this. The animatronics...
Is that Ruby? Hey, yo. Hello, River.
Playing defense is definitely a lot better.
I'm most excited about the shoot. Yeah, it's so much smoother.
Today it was a real big shocker how much faster the game got and how much more smooth it got.
The mode I'm definitely excited for is my career. Definitely. I'm ready to go right into the park.
The game feels more realistic, a little bit of a better pace. I'm really excited to have the community experience these Jordan challenges.
In this window, you will need to flash them and make sure the light remains on them in order to keep them away. This gameplay mechanic felt extremely however,
you can feel the excitement for the new season. And Greg, when you were playing, is there an opening day that really stands out?
Tyler Hero finally starting. Yo, Hero. Hero, you're starting. How's it feel? Does it feel being a Jazz?
Bogdanovich out there with Markkanen. Then it's Tyler Hero. Then it's Conley, and it's Glover in at the 5.
He finally moved to get more minutes.
Markkanen kicks to Bogdanovich. Pass to Hero. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Hero's got 11.
It feels like the other 4 guys have.
Yo, come on, you get my averages.
He wants to be the one.
Oh my. And 1 right here.
Covered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
It's really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
There's the pass to Abaji. Nice ball movement by Utah. There's the triple. That shot is off.
I'm shocked
that
didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Playing games at altitude here in Denver, Brent, how does it affect the player?
Well, you could say it's mental, but I could tell you from experience, Kevin, it is physical. I mean, it does hit you. And you got to get past that early burn before you can get back into the endurance part of your conditioning.
I'm obviously the best player on the court right here.
1:11 left to play in the first. Up and in, off to an efficient start, 2 for 3 from the field. And you
that's not a drive.
Mobile 1 drive a second time.
And continuing to press their advantage. They're not taking their foot off the gas.
Juzang passes to Clarkson. Clock at 6. Goes back up, and it's good on the way up.
Well, Clarkson can get inside. He's athletic to do that, and then needs to touch in that area. Showed it off there.
Here's Money. He has 5. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Clarkson outside, and that's a foul.
I'm gonna get off.